I'm going to hand over to two of our current sixth formers, Bertie and Amy, so they can tell you in their own words what sixth form is like at Exeter.
Hello, I have been at Exeter School all the way from the beginning in the junior school in Form 1, Year 3, and I'm here with...
I'm Amy and I joined the senior school in Year 7. So starting Year 12 with our A-levels, we do 4 A-levels, which is good if you're slightly indecisive. It lets you get a taste of 4 different subjects so you can later then choose one to drop. Smaller class sizes in sixth form. My classical civilization class, we just had 4 people. So it's really nice having class discussions. And it's just easier for the teacher to give you more focused attention. We're also given more independence in the sixth form. We have free periods where we can just sit in the common room or choose to do work. And we also have private studies where we spend time in the library, and Dr. Bourne is there to give us advice.
Not only does Exeter School Sixth Form have the academic advantages that you just heard from Amy, but that we also have a ream of extracurricular activities. Whether your passion is to play for the first 15 rugby team, or whether it's to play in an orchestra, of which there are so many here at school, Exeter School will have the club for you. And even if you come here and you're not entirely sure what to join, get stuck in. And the great thing about the sixth form is that you're able to set up a club for your own niche. For example, just a few months ago, a couple of teachers who have a passion for music set up a club which they called the High Fidelity Classic Rock Appreciation Society. You can come up with something that sounds that bonkers. I particularly enjoyed the Model United Nations, where you talk about international issues and come up with solutions and resolve global conflict. There are a number of things that are also just open to sixth form, and one of those things is Young Enterprise, which Amy did last year.
Yeah, I took part in Young Enterprise, which was a really good opportunity to work in a big group and just get a taste of what it's like to run a business. Also one of, I think, the nice things about sixth form here, we have the common room, which we all go at break and lunch and in free periods. We get bacon butties at break time, which is lots of people enjoy that. And also Mrs. Marsh brings us in toast in the mornings if you're hungry or have forgotten to have breakfast or haven't had time. We also have the study room, which is a more relaxed place where you can choose to do work in free periods or lunch times.
And during those free periods and break and lunchtime, the sixth form also has a pool room, table football, which offer a great opportunity to deepen friendships and get to know the new pupils in the school. It's understandable that people might be quite nervous about coming in new who haven't been at the school before, but the school does a really great job of supporting new pupils, and that's what Amy's going to speak about now.
So before I think the day before we started Year 12 officially, we had an induction day for where all the new pupils came, and some of us who had also been in Year 11. And we had a barbecue, and it was just a good way for the new people to settle in and meet us before we officially started back. The new people really integrate very quickly. We forget that they're new, and they just become part of our friendship groups. We also have a pizza social at the waterfront in the first week back, which we all enjoy.
Another great thing about Exeter School Sixth Form is the focus on life after Exeter School. The Sixth Form team know very well that it's great to be doing so much in school, but in the modern world, we all need to be prepared for what comes next. And you've heard about the Futures programme, which really offers that opportunity to learn new skills, And the interview scheme, which we had earlier, is a really great opportunity to go through that interview process and then be able to look back afterwards with a bit of feedback and to be able to improve when you go out into the real world and have a proper interview for a job application. Not only is there that, but the school is particularly good at UCAS help. So we start the UCAS personal statement process towards the end of the summer term. And that's really helpful because when you come back in September to start upper sixth, it can often be a little bit overwhelming. There's so much to get involved in, so much to do. And it's great to have that personal statement, having started writing it, to give you a bit of a sort of ease in to the start of term. In addition to the UCAS help, there's more specific help if you want to apply to Oxbridge or if you want to apply to do medicine. So MedSoc, as it's affectionately known, is run by Mr. Boddington, who's head of the biology department. And they have a number of talks from medics who come in and give advice on where or how to get involved and start in the medical profession. And then the Oxbridge, the Oxbridge sessions are basically to show how to apply, what research you should be doing. And they're often really helpful as part of the process, talking to the head of departments for the subject. Perhaps you want to apply to university, and also with the staff at Oxbridge. So I hope we've given you a look at life in the sixth form of Exeter School. I think if there's one thing that we want you to get away from what we've said, it's that the way to make the most out of Exeter School sixth form is to get stuck in. Exeter School sixth form is what you make it. So please do come, get stuck in, and get involved. Thank you.